KTM 1290 SUPERDUKE GT Best Motorcycle Review, Liquid-Cooled, 8V75° V-Twin. The KTM 1290 SUPERDUKE GT is so astonishingly good, it could be the best road bike you can get. Punchy performance, poise, cultured handling, adjustable comfort, easy, effective electronics, we could criticize any in our first ride. All the updates are welcome, effective, and good value, particularly the TFT screen, which was derived from the Super Adventure range. At its launch, the BMW R1250 GS and Ducati Multistrada 1260S both cost more than the KTM SUPERDUKE GT, too. On paper it's perfect, if only it had the Ducati's looks, kudos in class, or the BMW's reputation, residuals, and dealer experience. Ride quality and brakes. Being a V-twin, the GT is manageable and respectably light, far less imposing and intimidating than a comparable for such as Kawasaki's Z1000SX or Versys 1000, BMW's S1000XR or the Big Boxer or 1250 GS. Neutral and just right in fact. The layout of the engine also helps shorter riders get a firm footing, with the bike being physically narrower than its four-cylinder competition. Add to that a supermoto-style attitude, the GT is a development of the KTM 1290 SUPERDUKE R, protective fairing, top-notch electronically adjustable WP suspension and race-quality Brembo M50 brakes, plus some of the most intuitive and effective electronics in the business, and the GT adds up to a brilliantly handling and truly versatile and comfortable street bike. Even the tank range and Pirelli Angel GT tires are faultless, allowing us to cover countless hours of endless motorway and twisty back roads in all weathers as part of our long-term testing. This comfort and ease of use is likely to be improved further by the optional ergo seat. Engine. The familiar LC8, 1,301 cubic centimeters V-twin now boasts lighter titanium inlet valves which help raise the rev ceiling by 500 PRM, in turn boosting peak power a smidge to around 173 brake horsepower, not that it was exactly lacking before. Though on face value a gruff and fearsome beast, open the GT's taps and it's immediately revealed as incredibly rapid and effective, and surprisingly refined, too. Street mode delivers the full ponies but with the response softened a touch from the more instant sport mode. Rain mode knocks it down to 100 brake horsepower. But all impress thanks to perfect fueling and slick delivery. After 4,000 miles of extensive testing, having both the power and suspension in sport have become the favorite combination, dropping the springs to street on more rutted roads for a little more cushioning. Reliability and build quality. At the launch of the SUPERDUKE GT, tester Phil West was left impressed by the build quality, however was unable to comment on the reliability. Suffering the same fate as some Italian exotica brands, the KTM comes tarred with a brush of questionable longevity from birth. We've been running a GT as part of our long-term test fleet since February 2020, and for the first 3,000 miles, almost all negative allegations proved false, barring a couple of phantom warning lights. Unfortunately, a short while after this, the bike broke down in a petrol station during a Gruppo test, the key refusing to communicate with the bike after refueling. Undoing then reattaching the battery reset it all, but it's not something we'd expect from a 5-month-old bike costing £17,200. We've got one KTM SUPERDUKE GT 1290 owner's review on the site, and it's a 5 stars out of 5 score. Value versus rivals. At its launch, the second-generation GT was not cheap, but a Multistrada or BMW GS with the same spec was actually more. For a 500-pound hike over the old machine you also got a TFT display, LED lights, improved screen, new quickshifter/auto blipper and slight performance improvement. Not bad at all. It literally wanted for nothing, it even has heated grips, and, on paper, was beyond criticism. By 2020, the price had risen to £17,199, making it still marginally cheaper than the £17,395 Ducati Multistrada 1260s, but slightly more than a BMW or 1250 GSTE, which begins at £16,655. It's also more than the BMW S1000XR TE, which starts at £16,220. Equipment. An all-new front cowling/fairing holds not only a flashy new 6.5 inches color TFT dash derived from that used on the KTM 1290 Adventure S, but also an improved, enlarged, adjustable screen, uprated LED headlight plus keyless ignition and a couple of surprisingly useful cubby holes. The backlit switchgear has been uprated to work in tandem with the new dash, while KTM have also taken the opportunity to sensibly reposition the cruise control onto the left bar. Being awkwardly on the right was among the criticisms of the old bike.